Hi, my name is George Falconer Flint. I'm joined by Shiru, Yu, and Yitong, and today we'll be proposing two blue ocean strategies that Gunnebo can adopt to maintain and increase their market share. Firstly, I'll run through our table of contents. I will be making a quick introduction regarding the problems that surround Gunnebo and why we would implement such blue ocean strategies. Then we will look at our first recommendation with justifications as to why it would be necessary to implement. And then our second recommendation with the same sort of structure as to why the framework should be implemented and the benefits they will produce. Finally, we will go through our conclusion, which will wrap up the entire seminar and why everything should have been introduced. Firstly, Gunnebo suffers from some very key problems. There appears to be a disconnect between the market research and reality. Consumer needs and wants will always change. It's a ever-going cycle. Gunnebo should keep up with this current change and understand that different markets enjoy different things. That also leads to our second problem, that there is a need to identify new markets. Now, we believe that with our two ocean strategies, we would be able to identify the younger segment of university students and another segment of high income earners. Thirdly, Gunnebo seems to be underrepresented. This is probably because they haven't done much innovation in the past few years, and this is why we have introduced two blue ocean strategies. Finally, there is an increasing desire to double their sales. We do believe that with these recommendations, not only will they double in sales, but they will increase their market share.
Thanks for George's great introduction. Hi, I'm Shirei Tan. Now I will introduce the concept of recommendation 1 by answering 5 questions. The first question is, what is recommendation 1? Recommendation 1 creates a new cabinet safe, and I will combine with the 4-action framework to illustrate. The cabinet safe is mainly used for residential, and the core value is to protect and display valuables. The overall design of the product is like the middle picture. This product eliminates the original opaque design, replaces the top part with fireproof and explosion-proof glass. It also reduces the bad influence of the traditional safe in home decoration design. The fingerprint is mainly used to unlock, and the mobile phone connections through Gunnebo apps can increase convenience and safety. Besides, we aim to cooperate with furniture companies to integrate safe into every part of the furniture and provide customized service. Therefore, this product breaks the stereotype of traditional safe, raises the value of storage and display, giving consumers a new use experience. The second question is how we get the right recommendation 1. According to the strategy sequence, firstly, traditional safe fail to fulfill the function of simultaneously protecting and displaying personal valuables. Facing the increasing sales of watch, jewelry, luxury, and frequent bushfire and crime, people have a growing demand for the protection of personal valuables. So this product has filled the market gap. Secondly, the price of cabinet safe is premium, and the target market is the high-income group who are fond of buying luxury goods. Therefore, the target market has affordability. The high price will not affect their purchase behavior. Thirdly, the technology needed for the cabinet safe are the technology that have been developed in the Gunnebo. Thus, Gunnebo will not require costing high in technology. The only hazard is fireproof and anti-explosion glass material. The Indonesian factory could purchase cost-effective glass from China, and the premium price could easily cover the cost and make profit. At last, the concept of company safe is to switch safe to furniture. As furniture, the design is important, especially the high-income group's customers have higher requirements for design. However, Gunnebo specializes in safe. The design team may not satisfy the requirement. Therefore, in the short term, Gunnebo use a design team or hire new designer and launch the initial product in the market. In the long term, Gunnebo will cooperate with furniture companies. Furniture companies will be responsible for the appearance, and Gunnebo will provide inter-safe function. The third question is how we bring back customers. For the first-tier non-customer, they are suspicious of Gunnebo products, price, and brand image. We will hold pre-sale activities, advertising, and exhibition to change these customer minds and make them feel that our products are worth buying. For the second-tier non-customer, customers at this level are more focused on value. Convenient Safe can add value. Customers can store and display their collection and luxury items at home, which increase their sense of accomplishment and social status. For the third-tier non-customer, Convenient Safe can enter the furniture industry and appeal to customers who are not familiar to the safe markets. The fourth question is how we will change. From the strategy canvas as a diagram, we can see that Gunnebo's performance in the past was not the most outstanding in the market. Especially the performance was low in home design and customization. By implementing the Blue Ocean strategy, the canvas showed that Gunnebo will differentiate from competitors. The Cabinet Safe raised Gunnebo competitive advantages against others in technology, design, convenience, and storage asset, and creates the uncontested areas of customization, display function, and daily use. The last question is how we create new market space. We choose 3 paths from reconstruct market boundaries. The path 1 is Gunnebo is not only in the safe market. Cabinet Safe entered the furniture market by cooperating with furniture companies to grow in a new industry. The path 2 is Cabinet Safe does not force on compete among the various types of safe. In particular, it turns the safe into a high-end consumer product. The path 5 is the display inside the Cabinet Safe can increase the customer sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. Therefore, the original safe industries was primarily a functional competition, and Cabinet Safe expanded emotional orientation. Thanks for your listening about recommendation 1 concept. Now it's time for Yu Yan to introduce the next part of recommendation 1. Bye.
Hi, Gunnebo's partners. I'm Yu Yan. I will continue discussing implementations, budget, and the benefit of recommendation 1. The entire period is the next 12 months. Initially, the company will focus on the developing and improving the Cabinet Safe in R&D department. The design process will continue for 2 months to provide sample design drawing factory to produce more samples. The finished product design drawing will continue until mass productions. Once the manufacturing department receives the sample design drawing, the following action will be taken involving manufacturing design, communication with supplier, raw material purchase, and produce samples. In the following period, the factory will work with R&D to achieve mass production of Cabinet Safe in April of 2022. For marketing department, they will emphasize for several promotion activities to increase the awareness of Cabinet Safe. As the new product receives more concern, Gunnebo will need to improve their pre-sale and after-sale service to achieve commercializations of Cabinet Safe. Finally, Gunnebo will adjust the price based on the market response and customers' feedback. During the implementation process, Gunnebo may face several issues. First one is drive the idea come true. Many new product launches fizzles before they even get started. Gunnebo could create a clear development process and expectation for internal parties. These 2 activities could provide guidance to let their employees to know what they should do. Besides, accessible training would play important roles in the development process. Make sure all the teams involved in the process could have a better understanding of a new product. The second one is the initial price. Charge too much would presume consumer to pass it on immediately. Charge too little would make a loss. The target audience for Cabinet Safe is high-end customer, and this group of customers expect to pay a high price. For this audience, cheap price may equal to low quantities. Thus, the initial price for Cabinet Safe will be high, and Gunnebo may adjust the price in the later stages. The last one is providing product viability and gaining customers' validations. From ideal generation promotion activities, Gunnebo will continue to engage with market and customer to achieve valuable feedback. Moreover, the launch of Cabinet Safe would apply pre-sales in Gunnebo and other retailers' websites. Pre-sales could show customer interest in the new product and the price they are willing to pay. The first year annual budget for launch Cabinet Safe would be like 300,000. The entire process related to R&D, manufacturing, and marketing departments. The most technology are available in Gunnebo, so the estimated technique development cost would only like 25,000. For manufacturing department, the main cost would be the sample production and quality inspections. From Gunnebo's annual reports, the sales of safe decreased 21% in 2020. The current production line have capability to produce new products. Thus, the production of Cabinet Safe would not need to create new production line and purchase new machine for the first year. The cost of production samples for market use will be like 10,000, and the cost of quality inspection will be like 5,000. The main spend for launch Cabinet Safe is marketing. The company will spend like 10,000 on 30-second commercial advertisements. Advertising in social media such as Facebook, Instagram, which charge about 13,000 per year based on the 7.19 per 1,000 inspections. The cost of TVs and radios will be like 100,000 and 20,000. To increase awareness and find opportunity to work with furniture companies, the company would like spend about like 100,000 to attend several international furniture fairs. The first idea could bring several benefits and assist Gunnebo to achieve objectives. First one is brand awareness. Cabinet Safe could develop Gunnebo's awareness in high-end customer and furniture markets. The next is expanding markets. So as mentioned before, we expect to create a partnership with furniture companies, which is a new B2B market. The last one is financial growth. We estimate the launch of Cabinet Safe could increase the revenue and profit and double sales in the next 3 years. That's all for my part. Next, George will explain our second Blue Ocean strategies. Thank you.
Our second Blue Ocean strategy takes inspiration from the advent in cybercrime and also the practices used by the financial industry to introduce a smart safe, particularly one that involves two-factor authentication for the user to verify themselves before the safe is opened. We believe that this would be an increasingly protective safe and would be extremely attractive to all our customers who would like to buy it. We believe that since the digital keypad has become quite a miss lately, and with the advent of cybercrime meaning that criminals have smarter ways to get into safes, two-factor authentication makes the protection more layered. By using voice recognition and a digital keypad, safety is optimized. Okay, so now we will look on slide 17, where we will see a 4 actions framework which proposes different measures that we will take. First of all, we will raise the fashionable appearance of the safe. Since we are tailoring this product towards young individuals, particularly students, we would like to make sure that this represents an air of luxury to it, and we believe that more students would fulfill our accommodation if they buy it. Secondly, we would like to eliminate the digital code lock. Too often this has been used as the key port of entry for criminals, and we believe that if there are 2 factors of authentication, it would be much harder for criminals or others to get into the safe. Thirdly, we would like to reduce the volume and weight of the safe. We believe that only particular valuables should be stored in the safe, particularly that which would belong to a typical university or tertiary education student. Finally, we would like to create mobile phone connection. We believe that since Gunnebo already has an app, the best way to fulfill this would be to have this app connect to the safe with 2 forms of authentication required before the user's safe is opened. We believe that it would be increasingly protective while also accommodating the customer's interests.
Implementation. I divided this project into 13 implementation steps, and the whole process will take more than a year. First, Gunnebo needs to conduct a product validation through market research to ensure that this the idea of new product is something that consumers are willing to pay for. After that, the company needs to design product sketches and prototypes and test different versions of the product to get the most satisfactory sample. I guess this process may take about 3 months. At the same time, Gunnebo needs to upgrade its current mobile phone app to have voice recognition function and the function of receiving smart safe alarms and unlocking records. Next, the company needs to test the MVP and collect market feedback to improve its product and advertising plans. After determining the final product, Gunnebo needs to find a manufacturer that can meet the production requirements, and then start the marketing campaign and mass production. Budget. The total budget proposal for this project is about $453,850. These expenses are mainly used for mobile app upgrades, market research, MVP testing, and market campaign. Market campaign spends the most money, about $390,000. I recommend that Gunnebo should recruit more professional sales staff to go to boarding schools, including the universities and middle schools across the country to negotiate with the school administrators to promote the smart safe, because the students lived in the university or the middle school dormitories are one of our main target audiences. In addition, on social platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube that young people love, I allocate about $90,000 to run ads and invite YouTube influencers that young people like to endorse the Gunnebo Smart Safe. Control plan. I set 3 objectives for Gunnebo that it needs to achieve in the next 1 and 3 years. The first objective is achieve the first place in the sales and market share of the Smart Safe market in Australia within 3 years. The measurement is count the sales of Gunnebo Smart Safe and the total sales of the Smart Safes in the industry and calculate the market share. The second objective is increase the brand awareness and brand attitude by 10% within 1 year. The measurement of this goal is counting the number of likes, comments, shares of the target audiences on social media and the number of related keyword searches on the website. Or we can also release the questionnaires to know the brand awareness and the attitude after the marketing campaign. The third goal is to make the smart safes penetrate into the dormitories of 20% of the boarding schools across the country within 1 year. This is a challenging job, so that's why I suggest Gunnebo to hire more professional sales staff. In the process of implementing the project, the company needs to consistently monitor the performance of the product sales and advertising data to take corresponding countermeasures to ensure that the goals are achieved. Benefits. I think this blue ocean strategy have 3 benefits. First, the lock of this safe needs to be unlocked through 2 passwords, voice recognition password and a digital password. So its security is higher than the traditional safes. Second, the investment in the advertising and endorsements on social media platforms can increase the Gunnebo brand awareness. In addition, due to the super high cost of performance of this smart safe, this is also conducive to enhance the brand image and consumer brand attitudes. The third benefit for Gunnebo is that this safe can increase the Gunnebo's safe sales and increase the company market share in the safe industry. Last, conclusion. Recommendation 1 is for high-income people, and safes are mainly used to store valuables. Recommendation 2 is the smart safe with dual identification functions, meant for young people living in dormitories and shared houses. Both of these recommendations can help Gunnebo find a non-competitive market, avoiding the current mature and crowded traditional safe market competition. If Gunnebo adopts these recommendations, its sales, market share, and brand awareness in the Australian market will be greatly improved in the next few years. Thanks for watching.